Benedict Benedict Wong.
So, hi friends. I am such a maniac. I was singing some stupid little song and then I tore apart the whole box and I didn't really even film that. But you guys are here on Toy Lips for the review of the new Marvel Legends Wong figure from the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness movie to be coming soon. Here's what's left of the box. I already trashed it. You can see a little read up of Wong there. He is the Sorcerer Supreme and the leader of Kamertage right now. So, yay Wong. Here's intact. Here's the America Chavez box. Ooh, this is a teaser of an upcoming review. Okay, guys, we're into it. Upwards and onwards. We have Wong here out of the box and looking really nice. Isn't he? Isn't he though? Look at all of these colors just right away. They all pop, the diverse array, and they all flow. They are all nice different gradients, sort of violets and indigos and such. These movie-based figures, they really do get better all the time. Look at this sculpt on this thing. That is clean. That is a nice likeness of Mr. Benedict Wong as Wong. You can see here all of the sculpted raised details in this robe. A lot went into this, man. And he would just say he was more of a bit character, second fiddle to the good doctor. But now, I mean, he has really come into his own here. Cameo in Shang-Chi, great stuff. And look at this. And I'm not even sure, some of this must be reused from somewhere. But I mean, look, we've got a little sling ring sculpted in right there. Be cool to have one put on the fingers, but what do you do? Speaking of, we've got these nice spell casting hands. It's cooler to see something outside of the standard just grasping hand and fisted hand, Some wraps on this side and this nice new gauntlet over here. That's looking really well done. Look at that. His Benedict Cumberbund here goes all the way around to the back, and you've got paint and detail all over this thing, this lower robe. This is a softer piece. It's going to restrict some of that articulation, but sacrifices must be made for the sake of screen accuracy, right? Even though I think this is our reuse here. These are like the Bro Thor legs, aren't they? The Infinity War Thor Build-A-Figure. You can see it's got some articulation in it. But it is really fitting here. I mean, you wouldn't notice at a distance. Or maybe if you're a real sicko like we are, you might. I think they have nailed the look here. And a little above and beyond with the sculpted detail and all the paintwork. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, for articulation, he is a little restricted overall with the robe and everything. But he does have some nice modern conventions, as in these nice pinless joints here, and this separate neck piece. So that's cool. Head is just pegged on this thing now. How they do a lot more here, and you're gonna get with the combination of that neck. You look down this far and back this far. You get really good tilt because of the way they mount that. Look at the personality. Going to rotate all the way around. It's hard to rotate the head and the neck separately without sort of trying to pin one down. So make sure you get that straight, Looks really good, though. No butterfly shoulders here, but he does have the bicep cut and the aforementioned pinless, double-jointed elbows. You can come up this far, and this sucker, of course, will come up this far. Rotate all the way around. And his wrists are hinged. They're all going to be hinged the same way. You get good back and forward motion on both of those. Now the torso here, it is a single portly torso piece. Looks very nice. People, of course, come in all shapes, sizes, colors, creeds. And it is nice to see that represented. You can kind of peek down in here and get the idea that it's just going to be like pegged in there. And so it'll rotate all the way around. And he does actually lean forward quite a bit. That is nice. That is nice for what they're working with. And it doesn't break up this, fancy robe sculpt anyway. Underneath here, of course, that waist twists all the way around. And you get legs on ball joints up there, but you can't really come out because of that robe. They do have an upper thigh cut. So you'll get some of that action. Sadly, a single jointed knee. It only comes to a 90 because of that sculpting. But it does rotate on that the way it's just ported into the upper portion. Now down here at the ankles, he gets a little bit of back and a little bit of forward. Not much, but you can see they have cuffed the pant to allow that as much as they could without it looking too crazy. I think they found a nice balance there anyway. That's also a separate piece ported up into the calf, and you get rocker ankle. So it is what it is. It's not too shabby. You're going to be able to get him, doing some wild stuff with his arms and perhaps a little splay on the legs. More would always be nice, but what do you do? Soft goods? Sometimes Hasbro goes there, but it's not their best work, I don't think. I think it's a fine compromise. I'm not unhappy with the articulation here, though it is not his strong suit. For accessories, he comes with these magic mandala effects that we have seen before, but they are very nicely sculpted and not a bit unwelcome. You can see it's all cast in this clear color here so that the hand is a part of that. They are hinged up and down. One is larger than the other, and he as well comes with this sword that has 3 colors. The plastic and then a couple colors of paint. And this nice engraving on the thing for when magic fails, as well as the hand, of course, to grip such a thing. Things and such. Here he is, modeling the mandala, displaying the behavior of models, if you will. As well, the sultry sword fist. Wicked Sick Wong stands about 6 3/8 of an inch. To see where he stacks up with some other MCU figures you may have in your collection, here we have the new No Way Home Doctor Strange and the sexy integrated suit Spider-Man. Since he had that rad cameo in Shang-Chi, here he is with Sean and Katie. And from Infinity War, we have the not shiny enough Mark 50 Iron Man and the way too shiny Build-A-Figure Thanos. Then from the Disney Plus TV series, we have Captain America and the Scarlet Witch. To throw him in a comic collection, here he is with the Dread Dormammu and that older Doc Strange, who actually he looks great. Not as fun to handle, the Bucky cap and all that, but he looks really good. I'm looking forward to that new classic variation. Okay, to see how he stacks up against other lines, taller lines, here is the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Green Lantern and Superman. And finally, we have the Marvel Legends 2 Emo for Pizza Spider-Man and the Marvel Legends Morning Coffee, mostly Bucky Cap Deadpool. Alright, so in closing, I think that this is a really solid addition to the shelf. He looks fantastic. These likenesses get better all the time. Around $20, a little over, creeping higher all the time. Still a far removed from, say, Hot Toys prices, where the big draw there is those likenesses, those creepy eyes, and the armored suits they do. Forgive me, I'm talking about them because I love those, and those are sort of high-end in the looks department. But these guys give them a run for their money in that facial thing, more all the time. Of course, it's still a far cry, but you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say, man. Save yourself hundreds of dollars and just get these rad-ass Marvel Legends. Look at him. He looks great, I think. Articulation department, it's got some of the new modern conventions, which is great. He is stifled by certain things. Some of us may be more forgiving of those than others. As long as he can splay the legs a little and get the arms cocking crazy, I'm pretty good with it. Now, this character has yet to be represented in figure form. I don't think we've ever even seen a comic variation. He is prevalent in the movies of late, as of course the new Sorcerer Supreme. So this is good, and it's timely, and he fits right in on the heels of all of these sort of reissues, upgrades, if you will, 10th anniversary stuff, and figures that we've never seen before, like Quicksilver. It rounds out these teams and makes it a lot more worthwhile. Admittedly, I was passing on a lot of the older MCU figures. They just didn't cut it. They seemed to be getting the short end of the stick at the time, and I was buying Hot Toys, But I'm really happy with what they achieve these days. I think he's decent bang for your buck, looks great, unique sculpting, articulation, yada yada, some accessories, effects pieces, extra hands, no extra head. But I'm not mad about this at all. Do I think he's worth the money? Yes, I do. 4 out of 5. I didn't expect this, but it brings me a lot more joy than the Sue Storm figure, which I was anticipating. And you know what I wasn't anticipating? All of the love and support from all of you. Thank you all so much for being here. Check me out on Instagram and on Twitter where I rant about my exploits. And don't forget to tune in Tuesdays and Thursdays for hot new toy reviews right here on Toy Lips. Leave a like on this video. You know you want to. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.
I got fingers on my lips. Toys that I'm touching, I don't want to put them down. Instead, I want to talk about them. Yes, fresh. Smell the plastic that I crave. I want to shop. I can't be having Bruce Banner. I'm Dr. Rubber Band on Bruce Jenner. And you can call me after dinner. We can talk comic books, but we're here to talk toys. Be proud, make noise.